another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas.
This is Phil. I'm Star. Okay, we are live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise. I'm Anastasia Felicia.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you. I am Philip Simon II.
And it is a pleasure to be with you today, wanting to wish you all a marvelous Monday. A beautiful morning as I was coming across, driving to the studio this morning, Phil.
It's a beautiful weekend, actually. A
Yeah.
beautiful weekend. It was a slow weekend, easy weekend. Kind of spent the weekend just traveling a little bit, went over to Kamalami. It was just a wonderful time. Friday night, got to do a little Christmas dinner party. The season is upon us, y'all. I mean, it's here. You can feel it. Tried to dress a little festive because I know Godfrey always brings it.
Yeah, but and Godfrey's festive today. Godfrey with the red going. Godfrey looks like Christmas. You look like Advent, and so it's perfect.
Trying to be
and
royal, man. Trying to be royal.
I'm just bright, sunny. So I
Trying to
had
be
a great
royal.
weekend as well. I really did. We got to try out this new cooking class that they have. It's called Goombay House.
Okay.
And it's actually the dream of Fenton Nemore. His widow has actually started it. It's something that they wanted to do for a long time. And before Fenton died, he gave her this name for Goombay House.
Oh, interesting.
And what it is, it's a cooking class. And so, you can travel around the world. You go to Thailand, you go to, I looked into them in Brazil and when I went to Cuba to try to do cooking that is local to the place that you're going. And this is the first of its kind here in the Bahamas. And so they offer you the experience to come on in, learn from a Bahamian chef, and make a meal. And so my husband and I went yesterday. We tried it out at the soft opening, and we got to make omelets, which are American, and then some
right.
stew fish, Phil.
Really?
I seasoned the fish, guys, and I want to say that it was amazing. Like, it
Wow.
really is the best stew fish
And
that
Carlos
I've ever had.
enjoyed that?
He enjoyed it because what it is, it's a group experience. And so there were other couples there, other singles there, and we're all just enjoying this community of sharing food, laughing, and making something together. So it was really an awesome time.
Yeah.
So check it out if you get it. And then, of course, Hero Weekend was this weekend.
Yes. I saw the $1 million prize, man. I really should have learned go.
It's never too late, Phil. It's
Really
never
should
too
have
late.
learned go.
Listen, we're going to have an exciting show coming up for you today. Of course, it's the season, right, Phil?
It is the season. We're going to start out with, it's Jaucanu season.
Yes!
And of course, the chairman is here to give us all the details. I think the order was released over the weekend. So
It was.
We got lots to talk about. Of course, Jason Hanna is back. That's our Bahamian. That's our own Bahamian stunt man. We got to talk a little bit with him on Friday past. He was here for the Bahamas International Film Festival.
Okay.
But we're going to dig a little bit deeper into who exactly he is. And of course, there's a We Care project, and it's evolved out of Character Day. And I just love Character Day for this because it allows the students to be creative. So this was a project that was started at Mangrove Key, Mangrove Bush Primary
Yes.
School in Long Island. Looking forward to that segment.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. Some really brilliant people coming out of Mangrove Bush. I know quite a few of them, and so certainly I'm looking forward to that segment. Also excited because this Friday it's the O4 Baytown Center Christmas Extravaganza. Now, if you want to know why I'm so excited, it's because there's no event like this on the island. Literally, they give you free food and wine. I mean, minimal, but it's still something. And you get to use that to fuel you up as you shop. There are great deals in store. There are prizes and giveaways throughout the night, and then there's great entertainment. They've got like these cute little kids to play rake and scrape. Santa's there. There's photo opportunities, and then I said prizes, right? So we're talking more about the O4 Bay Extravaganza. That's
The
coming
7th
up.
edition, eh?
7 years
I think
already.
it's seventh
Out
edition.
there all the way in the west, worth the drive and the travel. And in addition to that, my good friend, Dr. Shamika Straw, and we actually went to high school together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. She's a couple of years ahead of me, but she is a dentist now, and she often talks about this correlation between the things that we eat, becoming obese, our oral health, and then our overall health. And so we're going to be learning about how our oral health impacts our overall health
It's
this
interesting.
morning
I
as
was
well.
talking with her, relating experience when I went to hygienist, and she was all the way in the back there with the floss, and I'm like, oh my God, you got to go all the way back there. You got to floss all my teeth. She's like, well, we'll just floss the ones you want to keep then.
Yeah,
You're like-
my dentist always says, floss the teeth that you use today.
Oh.
Only the ones you use today, right? So yeah, we're going to have a great conversation on oral health, and it's something that I think we need to talk more about. So I'm excited that she's here, but we've got all of that ahead for you and more. Obviously, a perfect weekend weather-wise. Going to find out from Godfrey whether or not that beautiful stuff is going to continue, or if we'll get snow.
Remember now, Godfrey is 41.
41 years today, yes. We want to
He
wish
looks
him
41
very,
today, but he's been married for 41
years.
years. Wow, Godfrey.
To the same woman. So that's a big deal. So we want to wish Godfrey's wife in particular a very happy anniversary. You know, we get to enjoy the G-Man in the mornings on Monday and Friday, but certainly you got to enjoy it for 41 years. And I know that sometimes the joy can go up and down. So we want to wish you guys a very happy anniversary. Pray that God will bless you all to see many more in good health and happiness. And now here he is with his first look at weather on his anniversary, Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Star, and good morning, Bahamas. And your first look at brother sunrise. Let's just wish my wife a happy anniversary. It's been put on me for 41 years. Thank you, Star, again. In weather today, we're looking at high pressure, the down weather feature. That's shifting towards the east, though, making way for a cold front to move in here sometime early on Wednesday morning, and that'll bring about some cloudiness, a couple of showers, but behind that, another cool down for several days. In your weather today, we're looking at partly sunny and warm with a slight chance of brief showers. Your high temperature 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a few patchy clouds around on the mild side. Your low temperature going down to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And some region highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados, 81 and 76. In Jamaica, 81 and 71. In Trinidad, 83 and 74. And the Turks and Caicos Islands, 84 and 71. Across North America, Atlanta, 67 and 57. In Raleigh, 68 and 58. In Miami, 84 and 75. Toronto, Canada, 62 and 48, and Chicago, 39 and 34. Friday weather look, nice day tomorrow, but by Wednesday we expect some increasing clouds late Tuesday night into Wednesday morning with a couple of showers. That cold front passes through, and then we dip down. Into Wednesday, those temperatures will be in the mid-upper 80s at daytime, the lower 70s nighttime. After that front passes, we're in the upper 70s daytime and the mid-60s at nighttime. That puts you up in your first look at weather sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Godfrey. Of course, the season is upon us. I can feel the rhythm, just the beat just flowing through my veins and my blood already. We are very pleased to be joined this morning by the chairman of the Junkanoo Corporation of New Providence, Mr. Silbert Ferguson. The order has been set.
Good morning.
And we're there, eh?
Has it? I just got up this morning. I'm not sure. We're ready to go.
You know, we started off the segment before we got on air, and I said, "Fuck Silk Congos or nothing." And that was the reaction he gave me, guys. But listen, welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you so much, El.
Can't believe a year has gone by already. I mean,
Yeah, man. The time is rolling along. It feels like we just came away from the parades last week.
Yeah.
And now we're right back in here again. Eh?
It really does feel. I mean, but of course, I mean, the year doesn't just start today. I mean, you guys have continuously
It's been going
worked
all
through
year.
Yeah. So tell us. I mean, you know, the announcements have been floating around on social media, but just give us the official word. I mean, who's starting each parade, and what are the lists?
Well, Boxing Day parade. Here we go. A division, Music Makers, followed by Saxons, Genesis. Fourth place, Valley Boys. Fifth, Prodigal Sons. Sixth, Roots, and one family will close the A division on Boxing Day. In the B division on Bay Street, you have the Redland Soldiers, the Body of Christ, Fancy Dances, Original Congos, and Colors will close the B groups on Bay. And on Shirley, we have the Chipping Knights. We have a new group, Destiny Foundation, New Vikings, the Z Bandits, Mystical Bombers, Ultimate Force, and the Conquerors for Christ will close on Shirley Street. And then New Year's morning, Roots will open the parade, and they'll be followed by One Family, Prodigal Sons, fourth position, Genesis, Valley Boys, Music Makers, and the Saxons. Their theme is join the party.
Join the party.
But they can be ending the party New Year's morning, okay? So So we're hopeful for a great time there. And in the B division, we have the Fancy Dancers, Original Congos, Colors, Redland Soldiers, Conquerors for Christ. And on Shirley Street, Chipping Knights, Z Bandits, The Foundation, Ultimate Force, New Vikings, Mystical Bombers, Body of Christ, Dynasty, and the D division will close off the show on Shirley Street.
Okay, all right. The times remain the same. I know we did a little bit of testing last year.
Yeah, you know, we had a change last year because of the weather, but we are still scheduled for December 25th
Okay,
at 10 p.m.
okay.
10 p.m. start, and New Year's morning we have a 2 a.m. start on New Year's Day.
Okay, all right, great. From that list, I mean, do we have any additional groups this year, or is just really the same?
No, we have
in A and B?
yeah, we have exhibiting groups. We have Dynasty Jonkunu Group in the B division, the Foundation. We have the Z Bandits, and we also, I think that is it for the B division, and then we have 3 new persons in the individual category.
The themes, of course, have already been decided.
Yes.
Have they been revealed? When will they be revealed?
They were revealed
Okay,
on
all right.
Saturday, and so you have just a little bit here. The Music Makers Boxing Day, Nature's Beauty.
Nature's Beauty.
The Saxons, I Love Music,
All
any
right.
kind of music. Genesis, A Journey Through Wonderland, Believe in Your Dreams. The Valley Boys, Glitz and Glamour. Celebration, our Diamond 60th anniversary in grand style. The Prodigal Sons, Gems of Nature, Flight of the Mariposa.
Wow.
Roots, Heaven is Real, Angels Playground. And One Family, Nursery Rhymes, the ones we'll all remember.
Nice, nice.
And so we have all of the themes that are already in. We'll just, all these will be projected in the middle of the month. We'll have a supplement that will come out, and everybody will have the opportunity to read through all of the group themes.
Now, the box office is open. Tickets are available now.
Oh yeah, they've been open from November 17th.
Okay.
And this is now
How are the
what?
sales going?
Very well.
Okay.
I have not been able to say at December the 1st before that the entire Rawson Square is about 60% sold.
Wow.
All of Scotiabank is sold. Okay? And so we have a new dynamic now because we're going to cover the whole. We're going to cover the sacred ground of Junkanoo, the whole where the fanfare
Yeah.
and the rollover happens. So everybody's now trying to clutter down into the Charlotte Street area
Yeah.
to get their tickets to get a hold of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So Ernest will cover that live
We'll
as
cover
well.
that live as well. In terms of the ticket costs, I mean, the same prices as last.
Same price, the only increase is the VAT. Okay, yeah,
course.
that's increased. So we're gone from $48.38 to $50.40.
All right.
At Scotiabank is $39.20, and then down at the John Bull area is $16.80.
All right. Of course, you want to encourage persons. They can get tickets. Is it still from the?
We're downtown at the Norfolk House at the JCNP's office. We have had crowds of people for the first 2 weeks.
Wow.
It has been incredible. We want to thank our supporters for continuing to support us. You know, we have a couple of new things. The government doubling up the prize money this year,
Wow.
which has been great. We
Doubling of
have-
the prize money.
Oh yeah, the government has added $388,000 to the prize package.
Okay.
Okay, and that is a wonderful gesture. We also welcome our gold sponsors, Rubis,
Okay.
on board, and the Shirley Street Championship will be named in Rubis's name. Okay, and then this year, for the first time, we will have all of the individuals. They will perform together under one banner.
Yeah, excellent. And you mentioned some of the sponsors, Rubis being, adding addition. How has that been? I mean, it's been a challenging year.
Well,
last couple of years, actually.
You know,
but-
for us, we're grateful that we have BTC as the title sponsor, and they have been with us now for the last 9 years. We have Kalik, who's our platinum sponsor. They have been with us for the last 6 years, and then we have just gained our gold sponsor in Rubis.
Okay.
But for the next 3 years, the JCNP has full sponsorship in those 3 corporate sponsors
All right.
right through the 2021 parades.
All right, listen, excellent. Silbert, thank you very much for
Thank you
coming
so
and joining
much.
us once again. It's still stinging from that response I got Charlie about the Congos, but listen, I'm going to stick with Foxhill. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We've been with the chairman of the JCNP.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
Good afternoon. First response. How can I help you?
I've been in an accident on West Bay Street. Can you send someone to help?
Yes, ma'am. A first response team will be there in 15 minutes. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but a bit upset.
We're glad you're not hurt. Please, try to relax. Our team will take care of everything as soon as they arrive.
First Response provides immediate on-site service and support from the scene of an accident through the claims and repair process. And it's free to all Bahamas First insured drivers in New Providence, every day for any type of accident. If you drive and want First Response on your side, call 32-FIRST or visit bahamasfirst.com for the name of an authorized Bahamas First agent. First Response can't prevent an accident from happening,
But it can certainly ease your mind when it happens.
Christmas wishes. What if they all just worked?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart believe. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Believe, oh yeah. Here we are as in olden days. Happy golden days of your own. Faithful friends who believe in us, gather near to us once more.
We work all year round to help entire communities to flourish. Together, let's bring some light into our lives. Alive, believe, invest.
Sunrise. Yay, hey. Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. The Old Fort Bay Town Center is ready to host its 7th annual Christmas extravaganza this Friday, December 7th. Here to tell us more, we're very happy to welcome Desiree Jones, the Administrative Assistant at the New Providence Development Company. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
I can't believe it's extravaganza time again.
Yes, it is.
All right, all right. So what can we expect from this year's event?
Well, we have a lot of entertainment, rhythm and youth, the Windsor Prep School, and our, everyone's looking forward to our Junkanoo, which is at the end of the event.
All right, and then I think I heard a commercial that you guys have going on. You guys have DJ CRX playing
yes,
throughout
we
the
do,
night.
we do.
Okay, so that should be exciting.
Yes.
And of course, it's Christmas time. So
Yes.
will there be any carolers? Anybody singing any Christmas songs?
Yes, Windsor Prep will be singing a few Christmas carols for us.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. So we're welcome to join in even if we
Of
can't
course,
sing.
of course, of course.
That means that I can come then.
Yes,
that
you
sounds
can.
good. All right, and so we'll have the carolers. We've got this music. We've got great entertainment going on. Food and drinks. Let's
Yes.
talk about that. My
Yes.
Bahamians like to eat.
Yes, we have refreshments and wine, and also the wine tasting, which is free.
Okay.
So we'd like to see everyone come out and enjoy.
Okay, and then in the plaza itself, are there restaurants? Because I'm sure when you're opening stuff to the public, it may not be mass numbers of free food, but will there be opportunities if somebody wanted to go into a restaurant and get something else to eat after they're done?
Yeah, we have Naughty Johnny, which is Bahamian, Sushi Rokan, Asian, and we also have Wildfire if you want that pizza for the kids.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we got 3 food options.
Three food
so people can
options.
come out, they'll get some samples while they're there, and then they
Yes.
get to enjoy those as well. That sounds exciting. So I got food covered, I've got entertainment covered, but then there's shopping, right? Because if I want to
Yes.
still get some Christmas deals in, can I do that as well?
Yes, all of our retail stores will be open until 9 for the full event with specials. I know that Bahamas Design Center will be having specials. Dermalogical will be having specials. We have custom computers. You'd have to come out and see.
Okay.
It's too many to name.
Okay, so
Yes.
so several of the stores there we know, of course, are going to be having very special discounts that night. You've named a few of them.
Yes.
And then there are quite a few other stores in there as well, because Alive's in there.
Alive,
BTC
yes.
is in there as well. You've
Happy
got
Pets.
Happy Pets, and then there was this really cool store I went in last year. They had like a pop-up of sorts, and they were selling
Yes,
really cute
Blow
bags.
Bar,
The
Blow
Blow
Bar,
Bar,
yes.
yeah. And they're normally a salon, but they had some really cute stuff
Very
last
nice.
year.
They'll be doing that again this year.
Awesome. I mean, like I got some really good deals for my girlfriends. I got like cute bags. I had jewelry for them. even some cute little makeup and cosmetics.
Yes,
and
very
so
nice.
all of that at Glow Bar. And then one of the other things that I loved last year, and I'm not gonna hate on you, Desiree, but I feel like we need to fix that this year, is that you guys gave away prizes.
Yes,
but I didn't win
we
anything.
Did. Oh goodness! You'd have to try put in some more tickets this year to see if you could win.
Okay, so there are gonna be more prizes this year.
Yes, there will.
Okay, and so all I have to do is go into a store, make a purchase, and then
we'll do a drawing at the end of the evening, and if your name is selected, you'll win a prize.
I'll win a prize. Okay,
yes.
So I'm going to spend some money, and I'm just hoping that this time
I hope you do.
favors on me.
Yes.
All right, and then will there be anything for the kids in particular at this event?
Yes, we have Santa Claus, we have cotton candy, which I know they'll be excited about.
Okay.
A lot of entertainment. You know, Santa the main attraction is Santa Claus.
Of course. And then, of course, people come out now, they can take photos with Santa.
Yes, they
and
can.
Photos with each other, of course. And
Definitely.
I'm sure you'll be sharing those on your Old Fort Baytown Center pages. And
yes.
okay, so it sounds like an exciting time. And obviously, because you mentioned that there are items for kids, and then there's obviously wine for adults, this is a family event, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you want the whole family to come out.
We have wine tasting, and we have a little fruit punch and water for the kids.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we got everybody balanced.
Everybody's balanced.
So this sounds fun, but I need to know what time.
It's from 6 to 9 p.m. this Friday, December 7th.
Okay, from 6 to 9 to 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
6
this Friday, December 7th.
Yes.
Where is the Old Fort Baytown Center?
The Old Fort Baytown Center, well, everyone probably would have a better understanding. Solomon's Fresh Market.
Okay.
So we're adjacent to Solomon's Fresh Market near Royal Bank and Shell.
Okay,
yes.
and that's Windsor Field Road.
Windsor Field Road.
So if I drove past the airport and I just kept going.
You pass Airport Industrial Park, and we're right on the left-hand side. You can't miss us.
Right on the left-hand side, and I'm sure I won't be able to miss it because there'll be
because the
cars
and yes, and we'll
music.
also have some feathered flags, so in the front, so you won't miss it.
Okay, all right. So it sounds like an exciting time. Definitely looking forward to it. Going to be a great family event. We've got some food, we've got some drinks, entertainment for the kids, great entertainment for the adults. And I also heard this year that you guys are going to have something a little different in terms of entertainment, like a violin or something.
Yes, string violinists. They're new. The lady reached out to me and she said, they just want to have an opportunity. So this will be their first time performing.
Okay.
So, we just want to let everyone come out and support.
All right.
Yes.
Well, listen, Desiree, we want to thank you so much for joining us this morning on Bahamas at Sunrise. I can't believe it's been 7 years already.
It is.
But it's 7 years on December 7th, and my favorite number is 7.
Oh.
So I'm hoping to win 7 prizes. And it's going to be a great night.
All right. It will.
Thank you so much for joining us on Bahamas at Sunrise. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Lysol disinfectant spray, now $8.99 at Solomon's.
Think stylish and trendy. Think 17 Shop, the specialty boutique offering attire, accessories, and designer brands for every occasion and for every woman you know. Look your best each day with the widest selection of career wear. Step out in style with a dress for any occasion, that elegant formal or sophisticated day dress, or casual weekend wear. All available in regular and plus sizes for the fashion-forward female. Quality merchandise, great selection, superior service, and the best value. All at the 17 Shop.
How are we making Rev work wonders for you? We are doing it together. You told us what you want, and we've heard you. Want faster broadband? How about speeds up to 1 gigabit per second? Want shorter house calls? 2 hours max. We promise. Want to take your entertainment anywhere? Well, your Rev Go Play app is here. Rev, we've heard you. You speak, we listen. Rev, you and us together.
Hello, my name is Wilfred Mullings, and I'm a sales executive with Bahamas Air. At Bahamas Air, there's an excitement in the air about our new service into Houston, Texas. Houston offers many experiences that can be enjoyed by family groups, church groups, civic organizations, and sporting groups. For the sports enthusiasts, Houston offers professional sports such as the NBA Houston Rockets, the NFL Houston Texans, and the World Series champions Houston Astros, which all provides year-round excitement. Houston also hosts premier sporting events from Olympic qualifying soccer, 3 Super Bowls, and the world's largest rodeo. Houston is definitely a city that inspires. So come fly with us and experience Houston for yourself and find out what inspiration leads you. For more information on flight and packaging, visit bahamasair.com.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We've got 4 guys in the room. We've been talking the entire time. The guys are a little starstruck, so am I. We've got Jason Hanna, our very own Bahamian stuntman.
Thank you.
Just a star, man. Welcome back.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
We had
Good to
you
be
on.
back, yeah.
Good to be back. We had you Friday past.
Yeah.
You did the Bahamas International Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to bring you back because people just need to know a little bit more about who you are.
That's what it's about,
It's just amazing, man. I mean, some of the movies that you've been in, Black Panther, of course, we can see that all over you. Avengers, Infinity War, which we've been talking about. We've been trying to get a little bit of, sneak preview on version 4. And of course, Luke Cage. A lot of people probably don't know about Luke Cage.
No.
But Jason, I mean, listen, man, congratulations. You're doing it.
Thank
You're
you.
doing it. I mean, but it's been a journey.
It's definitely been a journey. It was not an overnight success, and like I was mentioning in our talk yesterday, some people might remember me from the old days. Like we had YouTube videos. Me and my crew, my group and whatever, called Zanchin and whatever. So we were around. You would see, guys flipping off buildings and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I think we had something playing in the mall for a little bit.
Yeah.
So we've been around in the Bahamas for a long time, but also overseas I was overseas doing live shows and just meeting people and try to get more sense of the industry. So yeah, it was a long journey, but we're here. Last year I was fortunate enough to I get about 11 or 12 credits, I think, which is really fast and really
that's a busy year.
That's a busy It's especially for performers just entering into the union or whatever. It's a really good year, and from what I could see, it's an upside, and I'm trying to just keep that momentum going.
So how did you get into acting and in particular stunt acting?
Stunt acting, yeah. So let's see how quick I can condense the story because there's so much. Every time I tell a story, 20 minutes long. So really what it started was when I was, when you're younger, you could see kids, especially when I was sort of athletically inclined. I was one of those kids. I would climb trees, jump down or whatever. Dang. So it was a natural progression for me to want to get into martial arts. So my brother pushed me into that direction. I feel.
Channel that energy.
Channel that energy a little bit, and I loved it. I saved my money. I begged my dad to get me into martial arts school or gymnastics or something, just to put that energy somewhere. And he didn't do it, but I saved my lunch money, and I paid pretty much all my martial arts training.
Wow.
And I started in jiu-jitsu, got a black belt, eventually in jiu-jitsu, and and then after that I started doing something called performance martial arts. That took me overseas, and performance martial arts has a lot of acrobatics and a lot of weapons, and tricking is what if you type it into YouTube you'll find it. And so it got me connected with another group in Canada, and we started doing live shows, and I started learning free running. That put me on the Casino Royale set. So and that was the first taste of films, and after that I was like, okay, stunt work is what I want to do.
What did you
definitely. And so 10 years.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, but of course, I mean, even locally, I mean, you touched on it earlier. I mean, you've had the opportunity to work with some of our local talent as well. Even more recently, I think Kareem Mortimer would have been the last person you worked with.
Two feature films with him.
Right. But what was the first one locally?
Feature film or
short film? It was a short film that I read about.
Magic Run. Yeah, that was something the Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
Well, that was a funny story because the director at the time. Okay, so the Ministry of Tourism chose the director, and the director had a girlfriend. She's like, oh, you should get this guy, Jason, and this Zanjin Group guy, because he wanted to do an action type thing. So it was actually him who contacted me to Nassau. It's like, hey, we want to put you in this blah blah blah, in this film, in this short film, and supported by the Ministry of Tourism.
Right.
And that's how that thing happened, and we came together, and in about 3 days we knocked it out. We put together a really cool scene,
So you've been busy, 11 credits last year. You've got to work on the more recent Marvel comic universe characters. Luke Cage.
Luke Cage,
that's also part of I mean, that's new. A lot of people don't know about that.
No, not a lot of people know. It's a series on Netflix. It has 2 series. Unfortunately, I think for now it's canceled, but I have a funny feeling it's going to come back. And I had 2 episodes. I did 2 episodes of that. There's a stunt acting role, and I think episode 4, 7, something like that,
Yeah.
and episode 12, I think.
Yeah.
And I was on the utility crew for that. Yeah, so that was a fun experience. But I did other films as well. Black Lightning. Like I said, it was a relatively busy year last year. Atlanta. I don't know. FX's Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, I doubled one of the lead guys in that for a few days. So
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
busy year. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's next?
What's next?
Yeah.
Well, before I came here, about a week ago, I doubled Chadwick Boseman for about a week or two.
Yeah.
And so on 17 Bridges. And what's next? Like Avengers 4 is coming out.
Yep, definitely.
And there's something, I can't talk about it. There's something in January that I should be working on, but nothing is ever, till you sign those contracts. So I can't talk about that. But yeah, I'm getting consistent work. And, and
What do you love most about it? Is it stunting, or is it the acting?
all of it. It's
all of it.
performance.
Okay.
At one point, it just becomes one thing.
Okay.
But for stunt people, we have to make things safe.
Okay.
So you want recognition for safety, for the most outrageous things. Make it safe and make it a good show for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's all. And maybe in the future, I will go back to my acting roots.
Okay.
But it's definitely in there. Yeah.
I know you probably touched a little bit on this, over the weekend, talking to the kids, etc.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, anything is possible.
Anything.
And even though you're sitting here so calm and so confident, it's something that you always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Was there a time you had any doubts about getting there?
It sounds strange, but not really. It's a strange feeling. I'm kind of stubborn. The way I chalk it up is like I'm a pretty stubborn guy.
Okay.
So, and like I was explaining on our talk as well, I was like, I think at some point you realize that the goal, once you realize you can't get the goal overnight, you start creating those milestones.
Okay. Yeah.
And for me, it was just about hitting those milestones. I knew with the overall, I still have an overall goal. It's not even stunt performance. Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to get more Bahamians involved in more projects, and I would like to be ahead of more projects, and so that's the ultimate goal. And you take your talents and you look at your milestones and you plan each milestone, and that's what I did. So I was like, okay, how do I get here?
Yeah,
Okay, so I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this, and you just keep going. So as I hit those milestones, I never really felt, obviously family and everything questioned. But
So that's the advice you'd give to Bahamians who are
Yes.
interested in, getting into film, getting into acting. Just
And
let it go.
I would like to say there's no straight way of doing it as well. So
It's not
my
a straight
path-
line,
Yeah.
right? We
So-
try to think about the graph. Yeah.
Exactly.
So listen, Jason, I'm pretty sure people want to follow you now.
Yes, please.
You are
Yeah.
Facebook.
Facebook
what are your
and
handles? What are your
Instagram is
handles?
the best thing.
Okay.
Really. Tell all your friends if you want to. I have some cool stuff and some advice that I put out on Instagram. But you can find me on Facebook with Jason Elwood Hanna. Or Jason Hanna, I'm sure you can find it.
Yeah.
And on Instagram you can use my name as well, Jason Elwood Hanna, to find it. But right now the tag is Casper, Kasper _DESU.
All right.
And just follow, and very often I post stuff. So
All right.
yeah.
Good. All right.
Thanks
Jason,
so much, man.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Very proud of you. Continue to do very well.
I'll try, yeah.
A Bahamian superstar in the house on Bahamas on Sunrise. We'll be right back.
WTO memberships will bring benefits to the Bahamas. These benefits include increased economic growth and development, increased opportunities for Bahamian exports, higher employment, better income for Bahamian workers, lower cost of living for Bahamian consumers, increased choices for Bahamian consumers, modernization in government services, and better relations with trade partners. These benefits, combined with progressive planning and execution by our private and public sectors, will produce a better life for Bahamians.
You be stretched. The true lesson is know thyself. And until you know yourself, you're going to be battling with a lot of stuff. Until I knew I was a caricature artist, my company couldn't start. Until I knew I loved to give rather than to receive, I could not be a mentor. I am Renbert Mortimer, and this is my UB.
Apply today at www.ub.edu.bs.
Aunt Jemima Pancake Mix, now $4.99 at Solomon. Aunt Jemima Syrup, now $4.19 at Solomon's.
Wait, that's Omar Little from The Wire. You think everyone is Omar from The Wire?
Wow, it's really nice to meet a fan.
It's like he's right here. I telling you he's being all type shows and stuff.
And you know, Rev Go Play plays a lot of good movies and TV shows.
Excuse me, can't you see we're watching something else? Rude.
Settle all your pop culture disputes with Rev Go Play. Watch, record, and stream all your favorite shows wherever you are. Free for all Rev TV subscribers. Rev, you and us together.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. We're at the halfway point on this marvelous Monday.
Great show. I really like what Jason is doing, Jason Hanna. Excellent advice, I thought, right at the end there, you know, about setting milestones and that the journey is never just linear. It's not like you're just going to go like that. You know, the path can go back, it can go circular, it can turn around, but, you know, he set some goals and some milestones, and like he said, he's still pursuing them every day.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I think that's great advice, and I think that's the wonderful thing that the show provides, is opportunity for us to share on the best lessons that we have to give. And if people would follow them, I think we would have a better Bahamas and certainly a better world. And Jason's advice is very similar to this book by Sheryl Sandberg. You might have heard of it. It's called Lean In, but it talks about how our lives are like a jungle gym and not a ladder.
Right.
So you find yourself going across and up and down to get there, but it's just about, as you said, setting the milestone and getting there eventually.
Definitely.
So that's awesome.
We were also trying to kind of squeeze out of him, you know. We watched the last Infinity Wars. I was just so upset by that, man.
Yeah, man.
I told him, I said, man, Hulk punked out on me. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, Godfrey, I was really shaken by that. You know, he just got beat down in that opening scene and never came back out. But he wouldn't reveal. He wouldn't
reveal what's going to happen. I mean, certainly there's going to be a second one, and you know, unless Marvel wants to destroy our lives,
right? You can't just kill
everybody. Like you kill the Black Panther,
right?
I know, I'm getting distracted, but I have to share this because I didn't really talk about it. It's now Phil knows. So it's like, why do you have to go to Wakanda and destroy everything? I was really upset about that. Okay, so we're going to come back now, and and I just want to say a very congratulate actually my father-in-law, Archdeacon James Palacios. He retired last week.
What is it,
42 years as a priest.
Wow.
42 years he's given in service.
What is he going to do?
He says he's going to go and work with Carlos, so we're going to see how that goes. But he's certainly a man with many talents, many interests, and I'm sure that he's going to find a way to utilize his time. I do know one thing, that he's going to be spending a lot of time still giving in service, because he genuinely believes in that, you know, like that we must give to each other to build our country. So, Papa, all of the best as you take on this new role and move on to something brand new. And of course, don't forget Cairo and all the time that you're going to spend babysitting her for me.
Oh, I have no doubt about that, because I think you guys were... What was that photo I saw it last week in papers? It's like the four of you there.
Yeah, with the baby. He just wanted a photo with the baby.
I mean,
it's not about
even
us.
the baby is looking at the camera. All of you except for him, he's looking at the baby. I'm like, man, father, you know, and you all run a
Yeah,
talk.
no, it's all about the baby. So that's a wonderful thing. But listen, we hope that you have been enjoying the show thus far. We still got more to come in the second half. I'm going to be talking with Dr. Shamika Strawn again about that correlation between oral health and overall health management. And so you want to stay focused for that segment as well.
Yeah, I like the way that you put it. It's not just about the drill and fill.
No.
It's about overall
the drill
healthcare.
and fill.
Right. And we'll also be talking about the We Care project that was started at Mangrove Bush Primary School in Long Island. That one is going to be brought to us by our esteemed producer.
Oh yeah, whenever Sue gets behind the scene, I know it's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. So we've got all that ahead for you and more. And of course, there's only one reason that you watch the show. Phil and I just happen to be on it. But Godfrey Burnside, who's celebrating 41 years of marriage today and looking so dapper in his red Christmas tie, is going to be bringing us a second look at weather.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Star. Good morning, Mohammed. Your second look at weather sunrise. Surface chart shows that we do have very little clouds over the islands this morning. High pressure dominant the feature. That's going to shift towards the east and make way for a cold front to move here sometime on Wednesday morning. That'll bring about some cloudiness, a couple of showers, short-lived. So behind that, we have some colder temperatures for till Friday. In your marine forecast, Wednesday southerly at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the northwest Bahamas. East to southeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the central and southeastern islands. On Tuesday, those winds become south to southwest at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the northwest Bahamas. Variable at 10 knots or less, seas less than 3 feet over the central and southeastern islands. And on Wednesday, those winds north to northeast at 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the northwest Bahamas. Continued variable at 10 knots or less, seas less than 3 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Your tides. You can expect a high tide at 10:48 this morning. Net low tide will be at 4:43 this afternoon. High again tonight at 10:58. Sunset at 5:19 this evening. Rises tomorrow morning at 6:39. UV index 8. Your water temperature is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And your moon phase now moving towards the new moon. External look. Have that cool front. We're looking at partly sunny skies with a chance of a few brief showers. Temperature daytime will be in the mid-upper 80s. At nighttime in the lower 70s. Behind that frontal boundary, slight cool down. Temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s at daytime and the mid-60s at nighttime. That's what you're up in your final look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Star.
Thank you so much, Godfrey. Many people avoid the dentist at all costs. And I've got to admit that even though I see my dentist a minimum of twice a year for my teeth cleanings, I always scared every time I go. But I recognize that there's a significant link between oral health and overall health, and we want to share that with you this morning. So here to shed some light on that issue is Dr. Shamika Strawn, dental surgeon. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, this is so important, right?
Yes.
And when I consider that there are so many people that I know who just don't even go and get regular checkups, regular cleanings, I recognize that this could be a serious issue. And we had someone on the show last week. We were talking about diabetes in the Bahamas and how prevalent it is. And I don't think that we often recognize that there's a correlation between oral health and the diseases that we see as prevalent. So talk to us about that connection.
There is. Dentists and physicians alike, we are now trying to educate the population more about the connection between oral health and systemic health.
Okay.
And it's huge. And the list goes on, and they're coming up with more systemic conditions that are related to poor oral health every single day. And you named a few. Diabetes, hypertension, namely because in the Bahamas we are stricken with these chronic illnesses, right? And we have so many patients who come into the dental office and sometimes they're not aware, and they're actually dental signs. At the practice I work at, we make it a routine of actually checking a person's blood pressure before we start, and they're shocked to know what their blood pressure reading is sometimes.
Wow.
And in a lot of cases, I wouldn't say all, it's directly linked to what's going on in the mouth at the time.
Wow.
Long-term broken teeth, bombed out teeth that need fillings, root canals, and also periodontal disease, which is the irreversible destruction of the supporting structures of the teeth. So the mouth is in this chronic state of inflammation, which is the bottom line, which is the direct connection between oral health and systemic health is the inflammatory process.
Okay.
So your mouth is in this inflammatory state and your body sees it just as it is. Your body doesn't recognize, okay, there's inflammation in the mouth, or I have inflammation. Inflammation is inflammation, basically. So with oral health and high blood pressure, if there's inflammation in the mouth, there can also be inflammation within the lining of the blood vessels, which in turn causes the blood pressure to rise.
Okay.
As far as diabetes is concerned, poor oral health and inflammation, bacteria can actually, research has said that it can actually retard the effect of insulin. And insulin is what uptakes the sugar and what helps us to keep our blood sugar under control.
Okay.
So because the mouth is in this state, it's difficult for people with diabetes to control their blood sugar. And inversely, people who have diabetes, they also a lot of time present with bone loss, teeth that are spacing, teeth that are loose, because a lot of times they're not informed. They have diabetes for years and they weren't informed of the connection. And as we know, with people with diabetes, it's very difficult for them to combat any type of infection, including oral infection. So we see that a lot.
Wow,
And
that's
it's
a whole lot.
That is a lot, and that's just the first two.
Wow.
You know, and the list goes on and on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a lot of information there, and I'm sure for people who've never even considered this,
Yeah.
it's kind of shocking for them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So let's take them back to some steps that we can take every day to kind of begin to eradicate these things from our lives and
Yeah.
to make sure that we're having good oral health. Obviously, and I say obviously, for some people it may not be.
Yeah.
We have to brush our teeth every day.
Yeah.
And that's a minimum, right?
Yeah.
How many times should we be brushing our teeth every day?
At least twice a day.
Okay.
At least twice a day. Flossing at least once a day, particularly before bedtime.
Okay.
I mean, I know you have people who are obsessed and they walk around with their little flossers and they're flossing
I actually know
every
somebody
time.
like that. Like, I
they're
really
flossing
do.
every time. You know, they eat, and but flossing isn't only to remove food, but it's really aimed at removing plaque.
Okay.
You know, and plaque is what is filled with bacteria that causes the bone loss, causes the decay, and causes the inflammation, the bacteria.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know,
So we want to floss.
We want to
wanna
floss. We
make
want
sure
to
that
brush.
we're
Yes.
doing that before bedtime.
Yes.
Is there a reason why that we specify the bedtime routine?
Because at night you're sleeping, bacteria, they do what they want to do,
Okay.
and you know your mouth is closed, you're not speaking, you're not chewing, so
Okay.
they harbor.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so
we
it's
want to
best
make sure
do
that
it
that's
before
clear.
bedtime.
And then in terms of seeing the dentist, how regularly should we be doing that?
At least twice a year.
Okay.
Every 6 months, and it doesn't have to be a dentist. It could be a dental provider, like a hygienist. So you want to
Okay.
make sure you see either your dentist or your hygienist twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
To make sure that you're getting those teeth cleanings
Yeah.
and checking on.
And it's important for us to identify anything that may be small that we can actually treat or manage before it becomes an emergency, which Bahamians love to do. They like to come to the dentist when they're in a state of emergency, swelling and pain, and then, you know, it's a bad experience. And that's why so many people hate the dentist and they're so fearful of the dentist, because
We
they
wait until the
come
problem.
when it's a problem and it's a challenge.
Okay. You know, I've never thought of it like that, but now
Yeah,
it just
it's a
makes so much
challenge,
sense.
and then the cycle goes on and on and on, and then we embed it in our children, you know, so yeah.
Okay, so we want to see our dentist at least twice a month. Now, should we be looking at certain foods that we are eating as well as we consider oral health overall?
Oh, definitely. Starches, any
Okay.
food, but people usually think just candy, chocolates, but any food that has starch, potato chips, cookies, anything that can break down into sugars.
Okay.
Yeah, so we want to be mindful of the diet, especially in kids.
Okay.
Especially in
Let's
kids.
talk about kids though. When should kids start seeing a dentist? Because I know even some people, the mentality is, well, you don't have to see a dentist until you get older. But when should kids start going to the dentist?
They say by the age of 1, actually.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, for me personally, I like to take them in at least 2.
Okay.
Because, you know, they're more aware and they understand a bit more. But there's no reason why you can, as soon as they have teeth, take them to the dentist.
Okay.
You know, and it's just to get them introduced to the environment, nothing invasive, just a little kitty ride in the chair, put them up, put them down, we just brush their teeth,
Okay.
show them the mirror, show them the instrument. So yeah.
Okay. So any final words that you want to share with us today before you go, just about taking our oral health seriously?
Yeah.
Just let us know.
Yeah, I think like long are the days when, you know, dentists were just the people where you go, where we just drill and fill, or you just go just because you have a dental emergency pain or something like that. But dentists these days are now health advocates.
Okay.
You know, and it's important that we partner with our physicians. And just as you would go to see your physician for annual checkup, you should see your dentist too. It's that important. It's important for your health.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm so proud of Dr. Shamika Strong sitting in front of me today, man. I remember we were sitting in Freeport Anglican High School cheerleading, and now look at her, just a
Warriors
brilliant
for life.
surgeon. Warriors for life. All right. We're going to have some more coming up with Bahamas and Sunrise, but just take these words from Dr. Shamika Strong this morning. Go and see your dentist. We don't want to wait until it gets painful, because then it's a painful experience.
Yes.
But if we do it in advance, then we don't have to be afraid. They're just people who are health advocates, and they want the best for us. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Strong.
My pleasure.
Warriors for Life and Water, Mr. B. We hope that you guys are enjoying the show. We'll be back with more after this.
Hi, I'm Davrielle, and welcome to Rev Tips, where we answer your most important Rev service questions. Today's question is, how do I set up a Rev My Account? It's super easy. To create a Rev My Account, simply visit www.cablebahamas.com and click the My Account icon. Next, select the Create Account option. Please have a copy of your latest statement on hand. Enter the information as it appears on the statement to the respective areas on the form. When you've finished, click Create Account to continue with the process. Once you've registered your account, you can use your username and password to check your account balance, view past statements, and pay your bill online. And that's your Rev Tip for this week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to join us next time.
WTO membership will bring benefits to the Bahamas. These benefits include increased economic growth and development, increased opportunities for Bahamian exports, higher employment, better income for Bahamian workers, lower cost of living for Bahamian consumers, increased choices for Bahamian consumers, modernization in government services, and better relations with trade partners. These benefits, combined with progressive planning and execution by our private and public sectors, will produce a better life for Bahamians.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources presents the 2018 Best of the Best Regatta. December 6th through 9th, witness the best in Bahamian smooth sailing as we invade the Montague foreshore with pure sailing gold. Come and see which boats will reign supreme. And when the sun goes down, the best in Bahamian entertainment will light up the stage. It's the Best of the Best Regatta, December 6th through 9th at the Montague foreshore.
New Providence Life Insurance Company wants to be your lifetime insurance partner. Through good times and bad, we are here to light the way. We offer educational savings plans, family plans for medical, dental, and vision, income protection to pay bills if you can't work, and a full set of plans designed for senior adults. New Providence Life, your beacon of security through every season.
Welcome back. September 26 was Character Day around the world, and many schools throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas participated. We shared an overview of the events held in the Bahamas for Character Day, including 4 organizations that won grants from PACE for initiatives they would have launched. Mangrove Bush Primary School in Long Island was one of the winners for a project entitled We Care they started for disabled in their community. We stopped by the school when we were in Long Island recently. Here's our Suzette Parker with that report.
Loud and clear and launched a We Care project to give back to the disabled in their community.
Under the Character Day, it has a periodic table, and we looked at the humanity trait. And under the humanity trait, there are 3 subsections. It's kindness, love, and social intelligence. The social intelligence showed them that children are different. There are some children who are different from them. They are special. They have a place in the world. And the kindness trait shows them that we are aware of these things, but it's more than just saying things. We have to show. Love is an action word. So when we are aware of needs, try to fill them. And that's what we encourage our students and our staff at the school. Our school was one of the schools that was devastated during Hurricane Joaquin, and a lot of persons gave to us. So since 2015, we've been giving back. We gave to a school in Andros after the storm in Acklands. And this year, as we start, we wanted to know, we decided that we would look for someone within our community this time. And we chose the disabled children. We picked 3 children, and we decided that we would give them something to show that we care. And that's why our theme was We Care.
The assembly was about giving care packages to children who wasn't able to do anything or interact. That made me feel very happy and joyful that I could give to children who couldn't interact and come to school every day and learn like we do. And I also think that every school in the Bahamas should get a chance and try make fundraisers to make care packages to give to children with special needs.
Every grade had a character like this one. We put in coins, dollar bills, so we can buy supplies like Pampers, soap, wipes, and snacks. It felt good to give because during Hurricane Joaquin, people gave to us, so we choose to give back.
I felt enthusiastic about it because we all had the opportunity to meet and greet the children who are unable to come to school like us or do the activities that we are able to do. Meeting them and giving to them made me more grateful for what I have and what I am able to do as a child.
The grant from PACE enabled the school to increase their giving.
We had decided whether or not we won the grant, we would still give those children. So when we heard that we won, our list started to get longer because we were able to purchase even more things. We were able to give them like a case of wipes, each a case of wipes, each a case of Pampers. So we were elated, excited about it.
The giving will continue with more initiatives.
Later on, we're having a caroling under the stars, so we invited them again and we're going to give them presents, so they're invited to come to the ceremony.
The Character Day, they encourage us that it should not only be a one-day event, but ongoing. So we started with that initiative, and what we're going to do during the Christmas, we're going to have a caroling under the stars right at our school. And we're going to invite those same 3 children back again to give them Christmas presents. That's what we're going to do. And we promise the parents that we'll continue to look out. What was so amazing, one of the fathers, Monday after he left, he wrote a long post on Facebook saying how grateful he was for what it did. Now it brought tears to his eyes. And because of what he wrote, others started to say, they're aware and would want to do even more for those disabled children in our community.
For Bahamas at Sunrise, this is Suzette Parker.
Things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right into the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
So who really own a Nassau container port?
Boss, that's easy. The government.
I do.
I do. Thank you. I do.
I do. And one day, he will too.
I do. Knock knock.
Here at the Nassau Container Port, we've diversified our ownership to give hardworking Bahamians a piece of the economic pie. And we'll continue to grow so that we can give you a consistent return on your investment. That's our promise.
Good year for us, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes, I know I certainly did. It's always great to be up so early in the morning, and we do it just for you.
Listen, we want you to have a wonderful week. Where thoughts and prayers are with you, whatever the circumstance, celebrating, reminiscing, whatever it is. Wishing you to get into the holiday spirit real quickly. We're soon going to have our trees up and our decorations, MSA. And so we're going to make sure that we're in the Christmas spirit as well. We will see you here on Friday.
Yeah, we've got a great show lined up on Friday. You have to be there.
Take care.
Bye.